So to continue with my newfound wokeness, I want to talk about being offensive and being offended, because since I've woke up, I've learned the importance of not offending people. Before I woke up and before I became woke, I used to just carelessly blurt out facts with no consideration of people's feelings or culture. Like I had no uh, empathy for what they believed. If a fact dismissed it, I used to blurt it out, you know, and if I used to be approached by a trans woman, then I used to say horrible things like, I used to say things like, "You look like Hulk Hogan's got stuck in a bloody makeup factory or something," like. But now I don't behave like that because trans women are women. I mean, we should always remember that trans women are real women, so if a trans woman approaches me now, I'm not phased at all, and I just go along with it, and I make sure that I don't offend her. Like I look at it like this. I mean, a cis woman can make your day, but trans women make your whole week, if you know what I mean. So, and for me, I think it's offensive to treat a trans woman like she's actually a man. Do you know what I mean? Like, what really offends me is when people say things like they wouldn't sleep with a trans woman. It's like, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you sleep with a trans woman? It's because you're a transphobic cunt, isn't it? That's all it is. I mean, Keir Starmer has, and he's not gay. It's not gay. Sleeping with a trans woman is not gay because a trans woman is a woman. So, you know, I don't understand the problem, and it really does offend me. I mean, I find quite a few things offensive, but that really does offend me. But I'm offended by stereotypes as well, and racist jokes, and old-fashioned cartoons, and television, and Donald Trump, and Christians, and conservatives. Logic and facts. Do you know what I mean? These things I find very offensive, and I'd like to see a movement to try to cancel a few of these things, to be honest. But I'll tell you what I find most offensive. I find it most offensive when I'm offended and people don't acknowledge that I'm offended. Like it's not important that I'm offended, but it is important that I'm offended at the end of the day because I have the right to live my life not being offended. I don't like walking around all day being offended by everything everybody's saying, you know. But if I am offended by something, then the fact that I am offended should give me extra rights and, maybe even a little bit of applause because, I get offended on other people's behalf sometimes because, I'm just such a social justice warrior and stuff. And I just, if somebody says something offensive to somebody else, I actually get offended myself standing next to that person. I get offended for that person sometimes. It's just the sort of person that I am. But yeah, like I say, I mean, we have to do better and we have to try to make sure that we don't offend people.